Okay, welcome to DellsDucksHockey.com again. We're at the first tryout camp for the Dells Ducks in the beautiful Pleasant Prairie Rec Complex, where the Dells Ducks hopefuls and some returning players have just had a scrimmage game against the Wisconsin Rampage. And I think that's a really good way to run a tryout. It seems like the competitive level must go way up when the other team's wearing an opposite type of jersey.
Yeah, it's very you.
You guys, I think, okay, well, first of all, I'm here with Johnny Schwarz, Joey Bower, and they're both forwards on the team, and Jake is a defenseman. So we're here after the game, and I think, Jake, before the game, you said you needed to get your skates sharpened. They hadn't been sharpened since last year. Were you shaking off some rust at all?
A little bit. Haven't been on ice for a few weeks, so.
Okay. Have you guys been able to get out regular? It seems like, you know, when the situation now, there's a little bit less pressure because you know that you pretty much have a place on the team, but yet maybe you don't get out and get into the showcase things, and you're shaking off a little bit of rust at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What was the intensity like for you today, John? Was it were you expecting it?
Oh yeah, it was a lot better than I expected. I thought it was just gonna be kind of, I went out there relaxed, but it was definitely high tempo and it was fun.
Good. You have new players, Joey, that you're playing with on your lines. Obviously, you get used to the players that you've been with all year. But when you have two new guys, does it take a long time to sort of build chemistry in a situation like this?
All year, coach switched lines up pretty frequently, so I mean, we got used to getting used to new guys pretty often. Yeah, I know some of the kids that are out here with us, so I mean, the chemistry is just fine. Just have to get the first two shifts out of the way.
Okay. Jake, I know I can see the defense we're talking about. It doesn't take long to figure out who's going to be doing what when you're out there together.
No, we only have two guys out there instead of three, so we get to go rover kind of. We don't have like a set position. We just cover for each other.
Okay. Now, all three of you, I talked to the coaches earlier this week, and I asked them about, you know, how long did it take you to kind of start thinking about next year? And Coach Cody said it was pretty much right after the last game last year. It was obviously a pretty terrible way for things to wrap up. And how long did that kind of sit with you? And then how long did it, you know, until you started to think about next year?
I'd say about a month, honestly. And just for it to really sink in that we just lost, going to nationals by 1 goal was really tough. That's something hard to swallow.
It's hard to get used to not being around the guys.
Yeah.
It's 4-7, so I mean, you're just by yourself. Maybe got one guy living near you, but it's set in about, like Johnny said, a month. It was weird.
Okay, same with you?
Yeah.
Okay. And it seemed like, you know, one of the things that I heard after the season, I kind of picked up on a little bit in the playoff run was, you know, the team was closer than most teams. I mean, it was a very tight unit, and that probably has a lot of, a big part of the reason why you did have so much success in the playoffs when you were playing for each other. And do you get the feeling, like, there's obviously going to be a fair number of returning guys. Can you get back to that point again, or do you feel like that was just a real special team?
No, I definitely think we could. We got a good group of guys, that's for sure, and everyone gels with everyone.
Just got to believe in each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we we had a very special group last year that fit in really well.
Right. Yeah.
And these new guys coming in, I'm sure will get to hit really quick. I mean, we got a good core group, like you said, coming back. So I mean, I'm sure we'll get along with everybody. It'll be just like last year.
Okay. Obviously, you guys have played on a lot of teams too. And I was talking to one of the guys today who's a hopeful, you know, who's trying to make the team, and he said he could pick up on that chemistry right away. Like he's like thinking about coming to the Ducks, and he's got a couple other options. But the one thing he said with the Ducks was he noticed that the team is very tight. He picked up on that even this weekend. Is it different than any other team you played for?
Yeah, definitely. I gotta say we are a tight group. Yeah, I still text all these guys and still everyone from the team last year. We always,
people that are 20 hours away, we
Yeah,
still
yeah,
talk to
yeah.
them
all the way from Seattle.
on a weekly basis, just
Right.
to see how everyone's going and what they're doing for next season and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, when you go to different tryouts, you see other kids like from other, like they went and played together, but they're like, hey man, how's it going? But like we come back, we're hugging each other. hey, how was this, how was that, so we're a very family-based team, you can see that no matter how many numbers we got.
Now, you sure don't, you don't wanna, like, you never wanna sound like you're cocky going into a season or anything. Just because you have a lot of return guys doesn't really guarantee anything. But you finished one goal away from the division championship last season. I would have to say for you three guys, it's pretty obvious what your goal is this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
get that goal and go to nationals.
And it really, does it start right from day one, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We all have to gel together from day one.
All right, and then have you been impressed with what you've seen so far this weekend from the new guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
gonna take some getting used to, but it'll be all right.
Yep, there's some goal scorers out there, some hitters.
Yep.
All right, well, we are anxious to see you back in town in about 6 weeks, I think. And, you know, I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, but be ready and let's take this thing one goal further.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sounds good.
Thank you.